and how ahead of its time K-Day was at that time in music, Tony?
It was ahead of its time for the West Coast because it was really hard to get urban music out here.
Okay.
The only station that had that at that time was Q102. It's because of Frankie Crocker. He programmed New York and LA.
Okay.
That was a big mentor to me. And when I got on K-Day really played some rap, not hip-hop. They didn't know what hip-hop really, well, they thought they knew what hip-hop was.
They thought they knew.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They did their shit. They played a lot of funk, soul. When I went up there, I played some hip-hop, and the first mix I did was all hip-hop. And I got a call the next day talking about, hey, your mix was dope, dog, but we need you to do, like, more hip-hop.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck is hip-hop?
Right. What the fuck is
what
that?
What do you call hip-hop? You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm like, hey, man, you know what? This ain't for me. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of calls about me being on the station. So Greg Mack was calling me back. He's like, man, come on down, Try it out. Get on here, see if you like it. Just kind of mix it up a little bit, like what you think hip-hop is, but play some of the stuff that we think hip-hop is. I'm like, all right, dog. So I started doing it there, and then I started playing records that I would get from my East Coast home because I'm from New York originally.
Okay.
So a lot of my boys were really hip to music. We get a lot of cassettes from family. I mean, that was a big deal when you got a cassette, you heard that music, you had that phone call in New York, yo, you got that one record,
Right.
We get it mailed to us. And I would
Not emailed?
No email.
Everything now it's everything's emailed. You
Chuey,
get the MP3.
There's a song called PSK, it's by Schoolie D. PSK,
Right.
people always
Right.
I drove to LAX before my quick mix in the afternoon to pick up 2 copies of it that somebody brought me on an airplane.
Damn.
To run to Kennedy using in a quick mix.
Damn. Like that.
Like that. And I basically left K-Day because of De La Soul's plug tuning. Because I broke plug tune. I played plug tuning on the it was a afternoon mix. It was a traffic jam because we created the traffic jams.
Right.
And when I did that, man, the program director was like, hey, everything's cool, man, but you've been here a long time, but we can't having you start playing like space music.
Really?
And I was like, man, that's it for me.
And what was the space music to them?
Plug tuning.
Okay.
Plug 1.
Yeah.
Plug 2. Plug 1. Plug. They thought that was like space music.
Wow.
That was the daisy age of De La's hip hop.
Right,
And I
right.
was playing Q-Tip, and it was like, man,
We're not feeling
we're
it.
doing well. We gotta play like Tony, and
Right.
I was like, man, fuck y'all. And,
Fuck y'all.
So I just boned out.
Damn, you just got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I boned out, and everybody left with me.
Right. And we were talking earlier. We were talking earlier on how much vinyl you have at the crib, and you actually broke it down for me and said that you did what?
Well, back in the 90s, like in 94 or something, I couldn't park any more cars. We didn't have no more living room or room to put anything because all the records, and my mom's house was full of records also. My wife was like, look, dude, we need to do something. Or go get a storage. The storage is really expensive. I said, you know what, I'm going to sell these motherfuckers. So I had a bunch of dudes come over to try to look at the records, but nobody wanted hip-hop in that day.
Wow.
I mean, I couldn't even get 25 cents for them.
Damn.
It was that bad. So I had a dude from Australia and a dude from the record finders out here. They came down, they bought like a whole lot from me. I think it was like 16,000. Plus, something like that, records they bought off of me, and they're cheap. I practically gave them away, closed copies of disco records, collectors, because nobody wanted that hip-hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted it. Nobody was really into vinyl. CDs that just came out. You know what I mean? They were making a big wave.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got rid of them. I kept a handful of records. Julio was smart. He came over to the house. He grabbed a gang. He knew, I was crazy. I'll sell some shit all day.
Right.
So he got in the room. My wife let him in the garage, and he tore the place apart and grabbed whatever he thought was hot,
Right.
whatever he needed, and boned out.
He just got the hell out of there.
He grabbed it. He knew it was gone. I told him, the dudes are coming in a couple hours, dog. So he went down there, grabbed all the best records he could, and took them to his house.
I love it.
And he got a gang. He's got a beautiful collection of albums.
But you still have some, right?
Yeah, I got about 7, 8, 10,000. I don't know, something like that.
7, 8, 10,000?
They're in the storage. They're in there somewhere. I mean, it's nothing compared to what I used to have all together. And then with him, the vinyl, I mean, we had a really big collection of rock stuff,
Do you regret not holding on to that?
Nah.
Nah.
No, because even today, everybody's into, you got that. But some people, unless you're a real collector and you want that for a reason, nobody really wants it, though.
Okay.
I mean, I got acetates. I got test presses, holla.
Right.
I mean, I got white label Ronnie Ojo Coolies.
Shit.
With a pencil, written in pencil. I got acetates of Dream Team.
Yeah.
Egypt.
Damn.
Larry B. Rakim. I mean, all the groups that I broke.
Right.
I got test presses of. And sometimes I show them motherfuckers, they're like, oh yeah, that's tight, but they don't know.
Yeah.
They're not really into
Somebody in the chat actually wanted to know if you were related to Julio G.
No.
No, okay.
We just have the same last name.
Okay.
He started with me very young, like, young kids kicking it over at the events.
Right.
Started showing up at the events. And Louis Romo actually brought him to K-Day to battle me.
Damn.
Because he was supposed to be the shit over at Southgate.
Right.
I'm like, man, you in Southgate, homie. They don't know me. Because they live, he hung out with Cypress, so they were on Cypress Street, so everybody was like trying to be B-boy, watching TV and shit, trying to catch hip-hop shit. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody was, I'm like, nah, he ain't not around here.
Not right here?
So Huji was a hog. He came, was like, fuck it, I'll battle. I don't give a fuck. Louis put him on the spot.
Love it.
So, he did his little thing, and I let him have it for a quick second, and I felt bad for him, and at the same time,
I love it.
You're going to be a Mixmaster, dog. Just come next time with Louis in here. He's like, for real? I'm like, you're in, dog. Don't even trip.
Damn.
He became a good friend. He went to all the events, always helped me with all my gear. All K-Day never even owned turntables. All the gear at K-Day, all the mixes were ever done, my turntables. Right. All the concerts were done with my equipment. It was all my sound systems, sliding. They wouldn't fork out $1. Not even for tapes. That's why there's no tapes of
nothing
us on the air. Because we used to reuse the same reel over and over. They make us erase it every week.
Damn.
And do it again. And then the other stuff was done live. None of that stuff was recorded. I used to do 4 hours live on the radio every Friday night.
You could have stayed 4 hours here, boss. You know what
I would have lost like 7,000 calories.
I know, Tony. It's hot in here, baby. I'm sorry, boss.
I haven't DJed sober in a long time, dog.
Really?
Sober?
Yeah, I know. They were in the chat. They're like, yo, he needs some Hennessy.
Shit. I was like, wide open. They all staring at me and shit.
So I promise you, next time I got you the bottle of Hennessy.
But I should have came. I just, I know you're at work, so I don't want to mess up your work environment.
It's all good,
I want nobody
boss.
smashing in the faces outside.
Tony, you can do whatever the fuck you want, boss. It's
I
all
have a
good.
pleasure, man. I really have a pleasure here. So.
But one more quick question: How does radio from the late '70s, early '80s compare to radio now?
You know what, Chuey? I'm gonna be real. I've never been real with nobody about this shit.
Keep it real, please.
Okay, with nobody. I'm telling you because I know you a young cat. You're really in radio. You love radio, or else you wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
Basically, it's almost the same shit, Chuey. The same thing happened in the 70s, and the same thing happened in the 80s, and it was monotonous play because people were trying to monopolize on finding out how to get the masses of people. When I was younger, really, really young in New York, believe it or not, the stations were playing same songs 10 times, 15 times a day. They really were.
Right.
They were. How do you think there was one-hit wonders? You think they played them once and then they played them next Friday? No, Doc. They played them all day. Black radio broke it. Culture radio, pop radio took it. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing happened throughout the 80s. K-Day played a lot of the same music, just the difference was K-Day gave us the freedom to mix what we wanted, more of what I wanted. What I played is what they played on the air. They trusted my ear. Greg Mack trusted my ear.
Wow.
He was a genius for his ideas and the music that he wanted, but he did have to stick to his format the same way. We're older now, so we hear hip-hop from what we grew up in and the different progression. We can't just say, like, radio has changed because they play Soldier all day. You know what I'm saying? Because they play in them. And that's what a radio station's supposed to do, though.
Right.
It's supposed to make money. Get the masses. Just recently, they just figured out in the last couple of years how to get Hispanics and blacks to listen to their station and be able to monitor them. Because they really don't know how many of us are really listening.
They really don't know.
It's not going to happen.
They really don't know.
They don't know.
There's too many of us.
Well, that's why they hire a lot of consultants.
Right.
The consultants come in, and most of them really don't know what they're talking about. But it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if they were doing that bad, Chewy, the buildings wouldn't be here.
Right.
You feel me?
I feel you.
It is what it is. So you got to go in there. You're supposed to do a job, though. You don't own a radio station. It's not your show. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to go DJ and do your job. So fucking do your job. You know, we tend to hang around with people that are in the business. DJs, aspiring DJs, wannabe DJs, MCs, wannabe MCs, fakers. So yeah, everybody's going to talk shit because they don't get their break. So why shit on somebody else's play, dog? Because you ain't getting a break. Maybe you're just whack. You feel me?
I'm listening.
Maybe you're just whack. Maybe maybe you're not whack, or that's just not for you. I've known great DJs, dog, that just could not do radio. Just like I know a million dope MCs. But they can't make a hit by the record. So it is what it is, dog. So let's go to the ciphers and get drunk and have a party and rock.
Exactly.
Do your thing, because I'm going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I feel it the same way. So I can't hate on radio. Radio did a lot for me, and it is what it is.
Radio did a lot for me, too.
And it is what it is, dog. The people there have to do a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
However they work their job, however they negotiate it, that's their fucking business. Nobody, you don't know what the dude at the auto shop is making. So why do we got to be all up in our peers and our kind of comrades' drama about what the fuck they make?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They make mistakes. Yeah, but they can afford to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And they can bring them back. So, I mean, I ain't trying to bring the vibe down, but
No.
it is what it is.
Hey, that's an open mic right there, baby.
But you know what I'm saying?
And I have you in that chair.
It is what it is, man. I mean, people say haters. Just because you speak the truth doesn't mean you're a fucking hater. See, everybody tends to use that word hater in the wrong, you know what I'm saying, in the wrong contents of the sentence. People aren't, you can't just hate. People say, oh, this dude's a hater. No, he's not. He's fucking talking the real deal.
Right.
Or he's talking what he feels is the real deal. It's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean he's a hater. Maybe if you shut up and listen to him, you might soak up some game.
Hey.
And move on to the next thing. I've done it all in this business. I've performed all over the world. I've played with bands. I quit. I got on the radio, played radio all over this world. I had radio shows in Japan, Hawaii, in the 1980s, though. I brought hip-hop to Japan in the 1980s. I produced records, many records. I've worked with many bands. I enjoy this business, though. I still drive the same shit, and I still kick in the same hood, and I still roll my homies. I enjoy the business. I enjoy being around people that want to get down and DJ and rap and do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure. I like that shit. Keeps my vibe going.
Right.
Keeps me smooth. You know?
Keeps you smooth, man.
Right.
You kept us smooth right now, man, and put us on some motherfucking game, Tony.
Well,
I
that game, dog. I mean, you're
no.
going to have this game. You have game already, but, you
know,
might see it a little different than I do.
Yeah, we all have game, and I have game, but you know what? We can't always think and assume we know everything. We can't.
Right.
We can't, because if we do, that's when we fall.
I always think I know everything, dog. When I go home, I realize I don't know shit.
Right.
So I do it year after year after year.
Right.
Motherfucker, you don't know shit.
Right. But I just want to tell you, thank you, Tony, for stopping by, man.
Oh, man, pleasure.
I appreciate you, pimp, and you did the damn thing. And
I hope I didn't kill the viewers with them old school.
No, you did not. No, you did not. No, you did not. No, you did not. Just God bless you.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Who's
Appreciate
next?
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Ray Vax.
Tony G, baby, make some noise.
Woo!
Chewy TV. Ray Vax is next, baby. Let's go.